You know, in all my years of politics, man, I thought I'd seen it all. But man, was I wrong. I had not seen it all. Maybe now I've seen it all. But before this, I did not see it all. So as you all know, Donald Trump has been losing his mind. The White House has been losing their mind over the Epstein files. And it became apparent very quickly that they didn't want to release all the Epstein files because Trump is in them. And so Pam Bondi told Trump, hey, you're in them. What do you want me to do? And he was like, kill it. Like, we're not going there, right? And then he did that, but there was a massive backlash. And so now what's going on is it looks like Trump is going to make some sort of a deal with Ghislaine Maxwell and have Ghislaine Maxwell basically clear his name. And in return for that, he'll get a pardon. It's all lies. We know that the evidence of Epstein and Trump being best friends is astonishing. We know that Melania and Trump first had sex on the Lolita Express, which was Jeffrey Epstein's pedophile plane. We know that Trump and Epstein literally shared a girlfriend. Shared a girlfriend, y'all. We know that they were involved with these modeling agencies, which were basically underage human trafficking rings. Trump did it. There was this guy, Jean-Luc Brunel, who did it. Epstein did it. This guy, Casablancas, did it. It is a dirty business, and they were all in, bro. Like, the stuff that they were involved in, it's shudder at the thought of it. But guess what? So this is, everybody's pointing this out. Everybody sees through it. But MAGA is still desperately trying to find a way to defend their dear leader. So in step, the rapper Azealia Banks, and she dropped this banger on us the other day. She says, okay, in Donald Trump's defense, fucking 14-year-old girls was really only made a social taboo in the 1990s. My grandmother was born in 1927 and had her first child when she was 12. Teenage pregnancy only become frowned upon with the rise of Jerry Springer, and I also can be honest about the fact that I was old enough to choose, seduce, and decide to fuck grown-ass men when I was 15. I really don't get why women are fronting like they weren't fucking 4-year-olds at 15. Like, come on now. I'm honestly not surprised or mad at Trump for getting some 15-year-old pussy, because those were the times. Good night, USA, for fucking ever. Now, if he was fucking a 10-year-old, we have a problem. But if the girls were 13 plus, who cares? Move on. Bruh. First of all, in this long screed, she admits, well, you know, hey, if it's too young, then that's a problem. Well, I got news for you, Azealia. There are plenty of 13-year-olds that look like 10-year-olds. There are plenty of 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds who look like 10-year-olds. These girls are underage. And when you're underage, typically you look underage. And with predators like Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump, indeed, that's the point. They want women who look underage, right? They ran, as we pointed out, a number of modeling agencies which were just fronts for human trafficking. You had these poor women from, you know, post-Soviet bloc, Eastern Bloc countries, and Lord only knows what they would do with these poor women. You got horror stories coming out of these parties at Trump's hotels where, you know, underage women were having sex and doing drugs, and you have that validated by, you know, rappers in the 1990s. We just covered that story the other day. So, but she's defending it. They're at the point now where they're just flat out defending Fredophilia for Donald Trump. By the way, she goes on to say after this that her mom was like 14 and her dad was 47 when they had her or something. So basically what you're admitting is I was a child of pedophilia and rape. Like, that's what you're admitting, right? So maybe there's that weird personal thing which is leading her to defend this. But prior to Trump, here's how she talked about the issue. Ready? On November 7th, 2024. Absolutely not. No sympathy for pedophiles and sex offenders. Then today, after Trump is caught, okay, in Donald Trump's defense, fucking 14-year-old girls was really only made a social taboo in the 1990s. The stuff that they will defend of this man is, it's unlike anything I've ever seen. It truly has, not only is it cult status, I feel like it's eclipsed cult status. It's somehow above and beyond cult status that, like, I think there are other cult leaders who look at what Trump gets away with and gets, you know, his 35% block of the country to support. I think other cult leaders look at it like, yo, how'd you pull that one off, dog? How'd you pull that one off? When Trump famously said, I could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and not lose a voter. That was kind of true, right? When he says, I get to decide what MAGA is. When there were some MAGA people who were like, I'm not sure I like war with Iran. He was like, wrong, I get to decide. He was right. Trump was right. And now, part of MAGA is, yeah, I did some dirty ass shit, but you're all going to overlook it. You're all going to overlook it. Remember, there's also, by the way, allegations. Not just because Azealia Banks said, oh, sex with a 13-year-old or 14-year-old. There are allegations of grape of a 13-year-old. And in fact, the girl was going to do a press conference and she called it off because she was getting death threats. Okay, so the laundry list of horror show allegations against this guy, you literally can't even keep up. I can't even keep up, dog. And here she is, casually, willy-nilly, flippantly. I don't blame him for getting some 14-year-old pussy. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's dark, bro. What else will they defend? Watch. Wait for it. I said this a long time ago. I'll say it again. We're at the point where there are some people in the cult who, if Trump decides we are going to invade and steal Greenland, as he said he wanted to do, or if he decides to nuke a country, they'll be cheering it on. And this story right here makes me totally confident in that prediction. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.